Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mack here again with an unboxing of a kit I bought the day my grandson was born, and it came yesterday. I've got someone else to say first. A couple of weeks ago I got a shop card. As you usually say, I don't really bother with shop cards, but this one I got from our good friend Mr. Charlie Mack. He's cracking builds, brilliant modeller. Check him out, definitely check him out. He builds all sorts of things, planes, obviously old-fashioned cars, trucks, everything, ships. Give him a good look at it. It's certainly worth looking at. There's all sorts on his channel. And thank you very much for the kind words as well on the back, Charlie. I feel quite humbled for what you wrote on the back of there. So thank you very, very much for that. Really much appreciated. Right, so let's get on with today's unboxing. It's the new border kit. It's the FLak gun, 88mm FLak36 from Border. It's a brand new kit and it's in a tin. Beautifully done on the tin. It really is beautifully printed on the tin. You have to be very careful, obviously, we don't scratch it. But as you can see, it's beautifully done. And the model number for this is BT013, which is obviously it's 135 scale. But so look at the box art, is superb. The box art is really crisp and nice. They do nice box art, I think, Border, really do. And on this side we have a couple of CAD drawings of what we've got. On the ends we just have the picture again. On the other side we have a few of the options. There's 3 options there. One is unidentified eastern front 4243, unidentified 4243 again, and eastern front 1944. So we shall have a delve into the box and see what comes in this box. Okay, it's just unusual to get a tin box, but it's nice. It's sturdy. It's not a cheap plastic. It's quite a sturdy tin box. Let's be careful with those. We'll put it down. So I'll leave Charlie Mack's link to his YouTube channel in the description below. So as you can see, it's got a lot of plastic in here. It's a fairly deep box as well. So what we'll do is we'll just put that to the side, and we'll do what I think I'll put it on the floor for now, and we'll take all the sprues out, and we'll go from the sprues, and we'll leave the instruction sheet and that, and we'll put that on the floor. So first things first, we shall start. Oh dear me, the thing I didn't want to happen happened. Right, sorry about that. Right, are these resealable? They are, which is good news. Obviously it's for the FLak gun, and there's 6 crew figures, I believe it's 6, and the lumber as well. So we've got quite a lot of stuff in the box, and as normal with Border, the detail is excellent. Nice crisp moulding. Don't know what any of the unfortunately, but I'll learn as I go along. No ugly injection marks where there shouldn't be. Again, you see with Border, we've got the typical Border, crisp, fresh, you know, really nice. Lots of small parts on this sprue. But again, you know, Border, you can't go wrong with them. Border, really are. Some of there's a couple of mistakes in their instructions and that, but they are a relatively new company, and I'm sure everybody has teething problems at some point. But the kits I've had, I've never had a problem with Border. So these 2 are identical. So let's put that one down there. And again, we have a bit of suspension, leaf spring suspension, a few wheels of some description. Don't know what they're off. Obviously some very fine parts there. That's obviously for the frame for the gun. Little wheels, other bits and pieces. You've got a spade. And again, it says you can't knock it for the detail. Again, injection marks are hidden where they should be, away from sight. A few bits of Pioneer tools there again. That must be one of the wheels for the aiming mechanism. A little bit of chain. That's quite nicely done. That's really nicely done. I'll show you that to start with. A bit of chain, look how it's been moulded in plastic. That's quite nice then. Is he gonna there we are. No. Anyhow. Nicely done though. I can't understand why my camera playing up today. There we go, look, there's a bit of chain there. It's nicely done. I say again, all nicely done, all nice and neat and crisp and fresh, and nice detail on them as well. Obviously more of the frame for the gun, and then we have a sprue with 6 figures, which is nice. This is a nice touch. Let's get into this box, the bag I mean. Right. Let's have a look at the detail on these. Right, nice, very nice. Yeah, that's the sights, the crewman. Again, you can't knock them. No, lovely, lovely. Even with that helmet there with the cover on the top, like a white cover. You can see that one. I'll put it behind my hand there. See how it's got as if it's got a cover on top of his helmet. It's got the ribbon at the bottom of it. And again, the detail is really, really nice for plastic. It really is nice for plastic. Hopefully they go together as good as they look. And you've got an 88mm shell there. I've got quite a few 88mm shells, so I've got a brass one, so I'll just replace that with a brass one. There's another one down here. Again, really nice. Even the hands on this, if you look on the hands, where are we at? There we are. Individual hands, but they're nice and, you know, really nicely sculpted. No flash on them at all. Yeah, I'm happy with those. They look really nice. I enjoy messing around with figures. I must admit, I used to sort of dread doing figures, but I don't mind doing them now. In fact, I quite enjoy doing them now. You know, just come away from the main kit and paint a figure or something like that, and it just sort of, you zone out. But yeah, nice, very nice indeed. Very nice. Then we have a gun shield and other bits and bobs again for the gun. Almost part of the breech, I would say. And yeah, it looks like the breech again. Detail is really, really, really nice. A couple of injection marks on the back of this, but I think the majority of these will be covered with these frame parts. But it looks a bit, yeah, it will be, because there's the fasteners for it. There may be two, but you know, we'll soon get them out. Again, but the detail on there is superb. It really is nice. Again, got all of the bits and bobs on there. Nice rivet detail, a bolt head detail on the whatever part it is. There we are. There we are. Yeah, the detail is nice. It looks a really nice kit. So I've never built anything like this, so it should be a first for me, building a FLak gun. Look forward to doing it. Yeah, again, you know, on the bottom again, the detail on there, and other bits and pieces. Nice, nice and nice. And then we have the gun and more of the actually FLak gun itself. Let's have a gander. One-piece barrel, which is nice. Apart from that little part there, which segments on, I would say, which will be there. Is it? No, there. But you won't have much things to take out of that, because a lot of that will be actually in the breech and that, I presume. So yeah, nicely done again, nicely done. Detail is nice. Gun cleaning rods, part of the breech. There again, the detail is nice again. Can't argue with that. We've got the barrel cleaning rod there, which looks really nicely done. That's really nicely done, that. Again, more of the frame for the 88. Right, we're getting some little smaller sprues now. So we have part of the lumber. If I can get into this one, here we go. There's a few sprues in here. Let me just be careful if there's any delicate parts, which they are. We have whatever they are, but again, they're nicely done. We've got two of those, two sprues of those. Yep, two of those, and we have one. These two are the same. So two of those sprues. These are obviously for the mechanism on the 88 as well. All the wheels and bits and bobs. Nicely detailed again. Really nice. That's really quite nice. That little whatever it is. The detail on that. That's really nice. So there's two like that, and there's two of those. With only three items on this sprue, but again, all nicely done. And then we have part of the lumber and the 88 itself. Well, for it to go on, I should say. And again, there's all sorts on here. Little, must be, I don't know how they've moulded all that together like that. It's superb. Must be slide moulded. That's all I can think of. I really don't know. But the detail on that, there's two of those obviously, and the detail on that is exquisite. Whoa! It's really nice. Can't argue with that. I have one more kit to review. I promised Mr. Rim from Rob from Rim's Models. I've got another review to do, but I'll do that tomorrow. I thought I'd do this one first. But as soon as this came yesterday. Yeah, so detail, that's lovely. So there's two of those. So I'll just put these one small bag back in the. I don't want to lose any small pieces or anything like that. So these can go in here. Again, these can go in here. Just reseal that one. And again, we have some more ammo and ammo crates, which is always nice to have. If you do all the diorama, especially all the crates. There's two of those. And again, lovely wood texture on that. Really is nice wood texture. 88s are nice. Got a shell case in there with all the shells in. Sorry, a box with all the shells in. Looks like they've been slide moulded. You can see those. And again, the wood texture on there. I don't think I'll need to add anything to those. I think it's quite nice, and even with paint on, I think that's adequate. More than adequate to do. So there's two of those. So we'll pop that back. And there, a small bag in there as well. And when you get them out, you can never get them to go back in, can you? There we are, one in anyhow. Either stick to it or a catch on something like this one's going to. There we go. We'll do it after. We'll do it later on. Right, and then we have a sprue, a bag of sprues in here. We have little, God knows what's on these. I don't know much about the FLak gun, apart from the gun itself, but as far as all the inner workings of it, I haven't got a clue. But again, the detail is really slide molding again with these, it's like a spring of some description by the looks of it, or cable. I think it's cable. Again, The slide molding with the cable, I'll show you so we can go around that way though. And they've got like a, on that side, like a cable where it comes to the end. And again with the detail on the wheels, so there are these more bits and bobs. Again, all nicely done. Really nice. So there's 2 sprues of those. Yeah, 2 of those. And are these 2 the same? No, there's a difference. I don't. No, they're the same. 2 are the same. Again, with a lot more small pieces, very delicate pieces. So I have to be careful with this sprue. Also, like little key things on there and hooks. Again, and the actual contact points are they're not too big either, which is really good, especially on the small parts. But you have to be careful when you're taking off. Again, detail is spot on. It's going to be a lovely kit when it's all built up. The detail is going to be exquisite on it. Be a strange build for me because I've never built anything like this before. So it'll be my first attempt. Right, so, and then we have 2 more gun shields here, so there must be different variants of the kit to build. I don't know what the difference is until I get them out of the bag. Can't tell with them upside down. I'm going to be a release mold agent on the agent on there. That's no problem. That one looks wider than that one. Yeah, it looks a lot wider angle on it. You've got a bit of mold release on this big larger one of the 2. But you know, hot soapy water will get that off, or warm soapy water, depending if you're going to use that part. Again, and then the back, you've got a, actually again, I think there's a risen injection marks, but a lot of them probably will be covered, but even so, they're risen. You can just take a few swipes of the sander and they've gone. Again, nicely detailed on there. Right, so let's get to the destructions and things and see what other bits and bobs that come with the kit. This isn't a resealable bag, is it? Yes, it is. Lengthways. Really glad people can see there's a metal barrel in here as well. So we'll take our bits out. Decals. All the wheels. PE. I'll put some more wheels in the bag somewhere. I'll get them all together. Right. So we've got a small fret of PE. Again, it's nice, nicely protected as well. Now like shelf for the shells at the end of the shell casing. Sorry, the shells themselves are small round. Sorry about the glare. Let's see if I can do something about that. Not too much PE, but enough. Let's pop that there. The wheels are rubber. And they've got lovely detail. Oh wow. Wow, there's no sanding or anything on these. Perfect. Pliable enough. Let's have a detail on them. It's really, really nice. What's the writing? Is there any writing on them? I just can't see any writing on them, these ones. But I'm not really bothered about that. But the tread is really crisp. And there's 8 of those. I'll put these other ones back in here so I've got them all together. The bag had split, so 4 came out, so I put them into another bag here. So they're all together now. And then we have the decal sheet. Again, I don't know what's underneath here. We have kills, tank kills, plane kills, other bits and pieces. Again, we've got the kill thing for the barrel. These make these border zone, yeah, border zone. see my big fat hand out the way. See the white ones there? They look nice. They look nice and look in register, and from what I can see the carrier film is almost there's none. There isn't any carrier film exposed, maybe apart from the letters, but on the main parts none at all. So they should go down a treat. They really should. And we also have a barrel, which is a nice touch again. Nice barrel on the end of there. And is it rifled? It is indeed. I wonder if you can make it out or not. I don't know if you can make it rifled in there. But that's just nice. Always nice to get a metal barrel, because as you know, where the world is at the moment, price for anything is drastically shot up. Even in our hobby, everything's going up. Right, and then the most important part, I think, is the destructions. Again, we have the box art again. It says it's a limited edition, presumably it means the tin. So, yeah, anti-aircraft artillery crew. Lovely. Rubber tyres, ammunition boxes, bullets included, mobile unit included, which is nice, excuse me. Right, so let's have a look at the instructions. We have a bit of blurb on the history of it, and a few black and white pictures, which is always nice to see. Making me sort of some inspiration. And refer actual guns that we can actually build. I've got a captured one there by the looks of it. First page is we have the Sprue Map, which is nice. It's nice to have it on the front instead of you're not skipping all the way to the back to find it. And then we're starting off with the lumber, and again it's the detailed, the sections are broken down into nice parts and they're nicely detailed, and the PE parts are coloured differently, like an orange, which is nice to see, because sometimes you just don't see them, do you? And you're looking for a plastic part and then you realise it's PE. Again, it's all nicely laid out. It really is nicely laid out. Okay, not too busy. And as I say, we're carrying on with the build on there. Got some of the Pioneer tool goes on there. We have the cleaning rods, the rear one and the forward one. So there's a slight difference with them, with what you add onto them. So have to bear that in mind. Right. And we're carrying on with that, so we're getting to the point of getting these finished, well, the upper part finished on it anyhow. And it's quite a lot of detail going onto these, and that's what I thought these are like hoses or whatever, like I thought they were. And obviously you're going to put these on top of the lumbers again. And then we're starting with the legs for the, it says rotate 280 degrees to install the in the low position, high position, so we'll have to be careful what it means with that. What's the difference on the picture? I'll have to look into that and make sure I check that before I go any further. High position. Right. Rotate 180 degrees to install the low position. Right, okay. We'll work it out when we get to it. It's not quite clear, but I'm sure it will be when I get into it. And again, just carrying on with the legs for it. And then we start on the base for the actual barrel to go into. Again, all nicely laid out, and it's giving you all the, you know, what you've previously built, F, D, G and all that kind of stuff, and you add those to it, and you carry on adding the bits and bobs to the frame again, and again frame, all bits and pieces, and then we're starting on the half of the breech again on there. Got the folded state and state of the latch when unfolded. Right, we'll have to read into this. Right, when we get to this point and see. And then we're starting with the barrel. Again, it gives you the option of the metal barrel, or you're going to use the plastic one, which is FLak36. I think this one was FLak, is it 35? Give the option. Oh, it's 36, yeah, mine was 35. Yeah, so the gun barrels are slightly different. Not too different, but slightly. Ah, see, that goes down there. Right, I see what that is. And then we're starting on the gun breech, which is fair, you know, nicely detailed again and nicely spread out. Okay, giving you a direction with the arrows, going from the stop and working your way down the page. It's going to take a bit of reading and studying before you start building it, but it should go together really nicely. And then we start off with, again, we have some shells going into it must be like a rack for them to ready to fire. More of the frame. And again with the shields, you've got three. We'll check on this because you've got extended shield wide, that's that larger one, extended shield narrow, so there is a difference, but we'll go through these. And we've got the pressed shield, which again is a different one again, so I'll give you three options of shields, and that's basically the gun built then really. And then you've got to put it onto the lumber or stand or whatever you want to do with it, if you're going to have it open or closed. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Probably have it open, obviously, because you've got the crew figures to do it. And you've got the wheels going on. 4 on each, so 2 on each. And then we've got the shells, so the ammo boxes, and then these again. And then we have the colour call-outs for the figures. Not really, it's not colour call-out as such, is it? I haven't seen anything like that with the, the way that's laid out. Must be a method in their madness. We'll get to that when we get to it. And a couple of colour call-outs. Basically there's two the same, or various the same. Winter camouflage. Yeah, 2 winter camouflage, one with different markings, and another one is just sort of a standard German markings again with the green and the yellow. Dunkel Gelb, mid-white says, and FLak36 olive green, which I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I don't know which one I'll do. Probably do the winter one because the soldiers are in the winter sort of winter kit. So yeah, so that's the unboxing of the Border FLak German 88 FLak36. So we can't argue with that. It's got plenty of detail, got plenty of little bits in there to keep us busy. It'll be a lovely build, but it'll be I would say it could be quite fiddly, so I wouldn't sort of recommend it to a new modeler. But we'll see how we get on with it when I decide to build it. So that's the end of the unboxing for the FLak36. So tomorrow I'll do the other unboxing of the it's a new tack home kit. I ordered it quite a while ago. From China. It came last week, so we'll do that next. We'll do that tomorrow. So I'm going to carry on now with the Sturm Tiger build. I'm messing around with the fingers at the moment. Me and Paul are chatting. We just started doing extra little bits on it. He's got a superb book, so he's sending me pictures, and he's, you know, so we can both have our own ideas and pick things up off him. He's got some brilliant ideas, so I've copied off Paul. And I think Paul's vice versa as well. So thank you very much, Paul, for the all the input on the Sturm Tiger. I really appreciate it. And I don't know about Al being away for a week, so I don't know where he's on his build at the moment. So I'm sure he'll catch up. So, and again, Charlie, thank you very much for that shop card. That's really, I do really appreciate it, and I appreciate the words on the back. Thank you very, very much. So I'll leave a link to Charlie's YouTube channel in the description. So once again, thank you very much for viewing, and thank you very much for all my subscribers, new and old. Again, thank you for the lovely comments on my last one with obviously my new grandson. He's brilliant, he really is. He's just over 2 weeks old now. The midwife's just been through, and he was £8.15 when he was, sorry, £7.15 when he was born. He's now £9, so he's put on, you know, a good pound and a little bit, and so he's going in the right direction, and he's such a placid little lad. He really is. No bother at all. He will soon be in here with me anyhow, if I had my way. So I've got his kit ready for him to build when he gets a bit older. One of the little tune tanks, so we'll get him interested. The earlier the better. So this is Greg signing off, and we'll see you very, very soon.